Hey guys, what's up? It's Aaron with the Detail Code. Do you have a dirty car? Well, reach out to us. We have a few mobile trucks where we can come to you, and we do have a shop as well. So book your appointment at thedetailcode.com. Use the code Lew Sico 23 and receive 10% off. See y'all later.
Everybody? It's your boy Loser Lou. It's like 73 degrees, something like that outside. I'm not feeling 100. It's been one of those days. It's 4/27/23. This is episode 87. Just chilling in the back room on the west side of San Antonio. They're shooting at Market Square.
I saw that, man. I started seeing people's stories, and I was like, oh, this shit was like an hour ago. Like, you know, whatever.
Man, I tried going downtown, and, like, they did not let me. Everything was blocked off.
Yeah.
They were kicking everyone out.
Always crazy back to, at that
After
point?
that?
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
I didn't know. It was like 10:45, 11, somewhere around there.
Damn. Yeah, like they I saw the video and everybody sent it. They're like, "You down there?" I was like, "Nope, I do one festive in a year and I'm done."
Got it. Did it. Done.
Well, we kind of got into it early. These are 2/3 of Bruck out. What up, Mistacheech? What up, Hippiecholo?
What up,
What's
loser?
up?
What up, loser? What's going on, y'all?
Chilling.
Shit, just chilling, man. Just,
Shit.
I need like 10 hours of sleep and I'll feel better.
Dude, I'm fucking saying, man, I've had a long week. We've been on the go since Thursday.
Yo.
Just playing,
Thursday.
and then we had to go to Austin Saturday. We were there all day at the Reggae Fest, so y'all already know what the fuck goes down over there. We was just getting high all day.
Yeah.
We smoked like, I think 13 blunts that day, just out there sitting in the field. Because I took an ashtray and I smoked it, and then I was like, if anyone's keeping count, we're at 13. And we got one more to go.
We was just rolling up and just smoking, man.
So I'm sitting with Mr. Cheech.
Yes, sir.
If they want to
yes,
get a
sir.
hold of you, how do they get a hold of you?
To get a hold of me, I mean, you could catch me on Instagram mostly. That's what I use mostly. Mistacheech, Mr. Cheech. You know, you could catch me there. Instagram, I'll be there. You know, a lot.
And Hippiecholo, how do they get a hold of you?
I'm also on Instagram, _Hippiecholo, _HIPPIECHOLO.
Yeah, I was like, hold on.
_Hippiecholo. I usually post memes and flyers and videos that I make.
funny,
but
funny shit and flyers.
Yeah. So if you want to laugh or know when to go to a good party, then follow me.
Hell yeah. So who's the other member that's not here tonight?
Isaiah from Texas, that's my brother.
Are all three of y'all brothers?
We're all brothers. I'm in the middle. This is the baby. Isaiah's the oldest. So yeah, just us three. Isaiah started broke out with another friend, who recently passed, Devor, DJ Ivor. They originally started broke out, and then I don't know what happened. He ended up stopped playing for a little bit, and then he met up with Sonora, another homie, and they started playing. And then a couple years later, we jumped on. He started DJing, and I started doing the percussion and stuff like that. And now I DJ more and stuff. So, yeah, that's pretty much broke out. Us three are the core. Like Isaiah's the head, and we're like the core. Like us three, we all do. I do the percussion, and then they both DJ. Every once in a while, I jump on the decks for Brookout. So
you DJ and do percussion, correct?
Yeah.
And do you do percussion well, or do you just DJ?
Sometimes I'll mess with it, but I mean, he mostly does percussion. I'll do the Guido. I'll hop on the mic, you know, and then when I'm not playing, and just get.
You said you hop on the mic. You rap or what?
No, well, I mean, I'll just get on there and like just hype everybody up, hype man,
okay,
and, you know,
okay.
just get everybody going and. You know,
just what's up? We're here, Club Antro.
18 to party, 21 to drink.
Damn, you took it back with that one.
Yeah, puro San Anto, baby.
You know, yeah.
Yeah.
So how long has Brookout been together?
Brookout's been together for 10 years. We're gonna do our 10-year anniversary on June 9th at Peacock Alley.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have DJ Etos, the homie from LA, alongside with Los Racas. If you guys don't know Las Racas, man, look them up. They're from Panama, but they represent Oakland. They're dope, man. Real dope.
What day is that again?
June 9th at the Peacock Alley downtown. It's a
out.
free event, all ages.
Shout out. What is it? Centro?
Yeah, Centro. Yeah, shout out to Centro and all them holding it down. That's dope. The little
they
Peacock
killing
Alley.
it. Yep.
Yeah.
That's tight. It's like New York vibes.
Yeah,
Block parties.
it's different. I like how they do that. I like everything about it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I just love outdoor parties when it's not hot, but it'll probably be hot. But like we used to do day parties, and like it's cool in theory, but it's too hot here.
But we're in Texas.
Yeah.
We're in the middle of town.
Yeah, and it sucks because like we're always in the Bay and they're always doing day parties, but it's like the weather is like 60 degrees. And it's like we come here and we're like, dude, let's do day parties, and like our records start melting, equipment starts overheating, laptops start shutting off, and it's a
You
mess.
smell the burnt metal from the mixers and the
Yeah,
decks.
dude.
Man,
Like shit.
last year we were doing it at Peacock. It was, in the middle of summer, middle of June, and one of the vendors, his lighter blew up.
Oh,
That shit was right. We were just looking around like, is that a fucking gunshot? Like,
damn.
homie was on, no, my lighter blew up. But yeah, it was that hot.
Did it pop
like
in his
nothing.
pocket?
No, he was like a vendor, so he was like selling them.
Oh,
So I guess
yeah,
it was right in the sun.
Like the heat, yeah. Fucking sun be doing sun shit,
waiting
man.
for it. Yeah.
Remember that
Hot
one
as
that
fuck.
popped on us? The
Yeah,
whole
we have
backyard almost caught on fire.
We're in the
It was
backyard.
one of
Yeah.
these cheap lighters, man, and I don't know. I was like trying to do something, light it or something, and like it caught on fire from the top, and it started melting, and like I threw it, and it popped, and like I had to get the water hose, dude. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah, that shit. It was like it popped and it like went in flames for a second and then that shit. What it went out? Or we put it out.
Yeah, I had to like get the water hose and be a fireman. I feel like the little rascals when they're all like running
Yeah,
and shit.
like oh shit, like y'all
Yeah,
just saw
dude.
that right. That's like no, we saw
It was
that.
crazy, man. My dog out there like PD and shit, just
Like
looking
PD.
at me like, yeah, it was crazy, man. That shit was crazy.
So back to Reggae Fest. What
Yeah.
part of Austin is that in?
That's downtown Austin, like right downtown.
What, by like Whole Foods or something?
What is it? Auditorium Shores.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I forget what it. Yeah, it's right there in the park by Lake. Not Lake Travis, by that little lake where they kayak and shit. Yeah, it's like right there.
Oh, where they have like the bridge right and all
yeah,
that? Yeah, where
yeah.
they have the bridge and
Auditorium Shores or something like that. I
think I
forget
know
the
what you're
name,
talking
but yeah, it's there. We did. Well, Isaiah played that one. He did a tribute for our homie that we're talking about, DJ Ivar. They did a tribute all day in the dub corner, so we're just out there in the dub corner hanging out. It was cool because it was like hella homies, man. Like from the reggae scene in San Antonio, like
Yeah, I saw Remo was out there.
yeah,
that was thick, man. They were all out there.
yeah, like
My homeboy Jace was out there too.
yeah.
I think I saw that too. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody, because like I said, it was
for.
for Ivar and like Survivor Sound, so they did like a whole tribute and like it was cool because all the homies were there, so it was just a vibe, man. We were just hanging out there chilling.
Remo had his big ass sound system out there too, so that
Yeah.
shit, you already know it was
Those
knocking
speakers
too, man.
are-
And it's
Yo.
crazy because you only had like a quarter of it, and it was still bumping.
For real?
I could hear it from like
Yeah, it was
main
knocking.
stage and shit. Like when they weren't playing,
Uh-huh.
I could hear it thumping from like the dub corner. I was like, hell yeah! Shout out to Remo in that system, man. That shit is fire. I love
Yeah,
playing on that
shout
system.
out Remo, man.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah.
he sat on here one of the first episodes. him
He
and
was
Jace.
such a cool dude, man. That dude is hella cool. He does his reggae nights on Friday night, KSYM.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, he just started it, I think. I think it's only like a few episodes in, but yeah, he's doing that. Shout out to him on that.
Man, his catalog of music, he has a lot of music.
Yeah. Man, that one that he did when we do the cook, I forgot what it is. That one that I can't remember. He did it, and it's got like a heavy dancehall influence. I can't remember the name of it, but that shit is fire. I play it all the time. Shout out to Remo. But yeah.
I'll go to my folder once I sit out and you remember that name. And I'd be like that. I'll be standing there like, damn, what's the name of that song? And I'll be trying to think like while I'm trying to look for a song to play and start getting the sweat.
Yep, you don't
Start
realize
going to
how
Apple
quick.
Music.
Yeah, you don't realize how
What is it,
quick like a
Google?
minute and a half goes until like, or 2 minutes until you can't find the song and you're like, shit, man, this is going hella long. Like this is, oh my god, it's quick. Oh my god, the song's almost over. And then you gotta like just pick any song and then just hope for the best. Sometimes, you know what I mean? And sometimes it's crazy because like I'll play a song and I'll like see a song and I'm like, oh, okay, if I know this song, I know like 4 other songs that go with this song. So I could just, if I play this song, I'm good for a good like 10 minutes of, you know, whatever, because, you know.
How long you been DJing?
I started, so I'm 35. I started when I was like 22 maybe, because Isaiah was already DJing. My dad was a DJ. It's crazy.
That's
yeah,
cool. All of y'all do music.
Yeah. We come from a musical family, man. Like all my family is just musical, like musically inclined. Or yeah. But so yeah, Isaiah used to, he started DJing, and then like of course little brother, I always wanted to do what my big brother was doing. So I started like trying to do it, and it was funny because I remember one time he let me house sit for him. He went out of town and. He was like, "Don't touch my decks." I'm like, "All right, yeah." So he let. I'm just like trying to mess with it, trying to be, Grandmaster Flash in the bedroom, and so, but yeah, and then sorry, Isaiah, but then, yeah, like, and then I started like I bought his, his old turntables, and like I bought a cheap little mixer from the pawn shop and like $40 2-channel mixer, or but just like a real basic, and I just started doing house parties like because. I had a lot of music, and everybody would always like put this and change the song. I'm like, dude, let me just do this. So I started, and then I had stopped. I had lost motivation for a little bit, and then I started doing it again. So like when I was about 28, it was more with Brookout. When Brookout, I started getting more involved with Brookout is when I started like DJing again. So and this guy too.
How long you been DJing, Cheech?
Right now, about 8 years, 9 years. Yeah, that's when I really started like taking it seriously and doing it. Before I was just messing around, same shit on his stuff, he set up his turntables and all that. My bad. It got to the point too where, he would go to work and he would take his needles off, put them in a case, and like, and I was like, damn, I know, they summer, but so I started messing with that, and then just started practicing low key, and then I started getting my own stuff, and then going from there, and then started like messing with records, started learning how to beat match, and then after that I just started taking it seriously. I was like, you know what, I can start playing now. Let me just start, trying to see what's up and, do little events here and there. And then, he even helped put me on a little bit too. But I had to go and, actually do it and, like, let him know, showing like, I had to show him what's up, so he gave me a lot of opportunity. Shout out Isaiah too on that, but that's really how I started too. And then watching them and, watching my pops back then and, just being involved and seeing everything growing up, it just kind of rolled over to me, and I just had that, I wanted to get into it. Like I was really curious about it, and, I just started doing it. And
what kind of music did your pops DJ?
He did a lot of more events and like not festivals, but like small festival, like, little, but he would do just like top 40, I guess like would be top 40, but I guess back then the top 40 was fire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Club like
for the internet ruined music.
Yeah, really though, really. Like back when it meant something.
I feel like an old man saying that, but like kind of ruined it, but it kind of made it great.
It just depends. It's like a bittersweet thing, like because the internet helped spread it to get people like to hear it, but then it also ruined it for like, I could get famous off of making a catchy hook and like whatever lyrics, like thus creating mumble rap, like
what I miss waiting in line at like Best Buy on Tuesdays.
Yep.
Like I remember buying Outkast
when the new releases would come out.
Yeah, the CD to come out.
Yep, new releases, man, and it's crazy because like they don't. I mean, we didn't have a lot of money, so I couldn't be like, buy me the album. I had to buy singles. I had to get singles. So it's like I had hella singles, and like my dad, I used to get my dad's cassettes. Like I would just, but you couldn't really like mess with them too much because dad uses these cassettes. But like,
and plus, cassettes were hard to like mess with.
Yeah.
Like they weren't easy as
they call it the pencil method, where they would stick it in and they would like cue it up. They would like all his tapes were queued up like with a marker, and he would just like cue up where the shit was and just like double. He started with the cassettes, and Isaiah didn't even start with real equipment. He started with DVDs, like DVD players.
Yeah,
he started with one DVD player and one CD player, and he would just like into a mixer, and he would just like. That's how he would do it. You would hear it and run it back.
Dope.
Yeah. It's crazy just to see how, like, if you really want to do it, you're going to do it.
Like, you can figure it out.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, just watch. And, like, even like I said, like, I didn't have a lot of money, like, to buy equipment when I was younger. So I would have to, like, rig everything up. So it's like now having money and taking the knowledge to like know how to rig stuff up. Like if someone's like, "Oh, it's not," I was like, "Nah, dude, check this out."
There's a way.
And I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm like the MacGyver of like hooking like stuff up. I'm the MacGyver. I can like, if you think it's broken, bring it to me, and then if I can't fix it, then yes, it's broken. Like, yeah, dude, I'm good at rigging stuff up, dude. Like, I'll just sit there and I'll look at it. Because nowadays there's like a cord for everything.
Yeah.
So it's like, if I take this and I put it in here, and I remember during quarantine we got one of the iRigs for when we were streaming, and the guy was like, I was like, hey, is this kind of like the same thing if I plug like a dual XLR and then run the XLRs? He was like, yeah, but it's not gonna whatever, so it's not gonna work. I was like, I bet you anything it's gonna work. So I bought it, and I bought the the dual splitter and all that, and I tried it out. I was like, bro, you gonna tell me it doesn't work? You don't know who you're fucking talking to. I know my shit. Like I rigged it up and it worked perfectly, and that's how we streamed for like the first half of quarantine, because all the rigs were out because everybody was streaming, so all the rigs were out. And yeah, I just got that one and I did some MacGyver shit, and
and it worked perfectly fine, man. It was all good.
Everything sounded
like,
good.
Man, he was like,
man,
I told him. I don't know why he told me, telling me.
Yep. Talking to me.
Where do y'all stream at?
We stream at my house. We have the in the back we have a little studio. And
No, like what platform?
Oh, on Twitch. Yeah, we're on Twitch. What's it called? I'm at twitch.tv /Hippiecholo. Yeah. I forget all the links. Everything's so copy paste now. You know what I mean? Like,
bro, I'm the same way.
Like so I stream at Twitch, twitch.tv /Hippiecholo. I usually just get on there and just jam out for like hours.
Yeah, and I'm twitch.tv /Mistacheech, and same shit, just hop on, jam out, parlay, stream.
It's so funny. Can we talk about early quarantine and our stream days?
Let's go.
Yeah, those days
Tell me about it.
Those days.
So like, of course, everybody knows 2020 everything was shut down, and so I had started seeing people streaming, DJing, like, so it's like, oh, cool, like everybody's streaming, like let's take to this platform, like let's start streaming. So we started streaming on Instagram, and it was pretty cool because our friends would come on, everybody would come on, because I mean everybody has nothing to do, everybody's just chilling. So like we started making it a thing to where every Friday and Saturday, like, we would stream, and then all our friends would come in and we would do shot o'clock, and we would make it fun, you know what I mean? We were like, yo, we got shot o'clock. Oh, so-and-so, let's take a shot. Oh,
What is shot o'clock?
So shot o'clock has, whenever you come into our stream, I still do it today, like on Twitch, I still do it. Whenever I get a new like person who follows or subscribes or they request, because you can redeem points and shit on there.
On Twitch?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Twitch.
Yeah, so
I'm
like,
super ignorant with that.
So all you do is like when you watch it in the corner, it gives you like, you just hit the little green button and it gives you points. And you can like have like, you can go and like do the things, and it gives you options to like, you can make us do shit like 300, like 420 points with, it's like blunt o'clock. And then it's like 200, or I think it was like what? We had to raise it. We had it like 300, 400, and everybody kept giving a shot o'clock, so they would just redeem it.
Because like on there, like if you follow, like you get like 200 points, and if you like, gives you a certain amount of points.
And like every 15 minutes of watching, it gives you like so many points.
The more you chat, you get more points. So then you save up points, and then you could have like a certain amount, what we're saying, like certain amount of set of points, which, you could tip for those for your points, and then it's like, shot o'clock.
So yeah, whenever we do the shot o'clock, it's shot o'clock, and we take a shot. And it's cool because like during prime COVID, like when we were doing that, all our friends would send us videos of them like taking shots with us, like watching from their house, and like they would LED lights in there every Friday and Saturday night. They would put the LED lights, and they would turn us on and put us on the speakers, and we would just play, and they would like hang out in the chat. It was pretty much like a chat room with the DJ.
Yeah, so everybody's living rooms, and everybody's sending videos.
It was so crazy, and even like after quarantine, like we would run into people like that we didn't even know. They just met us on Twitch and like whatever, and they're like, yo, man, thanks for jamming out on Twitch. Like, you helped me get through COVID. Like, it was fun. And it was cool because we were at home, so we would just get trashed.
Yeah, we
Like,
would be trash.
yeah.
Like, we would start off like with regular bottles, and it got to the point where like, you know what, like we're doing it so often, like we're gonna have to move up to the 90 proof to the 100 proof, and like we were getting like the big ass bottles, the liters. And shit,
it was
and
fun, man. It was fun. We met so many people. Like, even to this day, like we have people from like Australia that followed us on there,
dope.
like
Yeah.
Ireland, or Ireland.
Yeah, Ireland,
Yeah.
Japan.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Like
UK.
UK, like just people from everywhere that just follow us, and they still like fuck with us, and they're like, yo, like y'all are badass DJs, and they'll just like hang out. Like, we'll be on Twitch, and they'll just come hang out and shit, and like it's crazy. Like, some of our friends from Australia that we met through Twitch, like they're all about that bean and cheese life now. I put
Yeah,
them
we
on
had to
about
get
bean
them
and
on.
cheese.
Yeah.
Like, I like, cause in my
Yeah.
chat room, like I said, it's like a chat room with a DJ.
So what are they like making tortillas out there? Or?
Well, they
Now.
have like they have tortillas and they have all that shit, but it's expensive, dog.
Really?
Yeah, he be
Yo.
like telling me this shit. I'm like, yo, he said they went to a Mexican restaurant. He said he paid like $11 for a tecate. Bro, $11 for a tecate?
Yeah.
Hell no.
Nah, man.
Yeah.
I ain't doing it.
But like, I got them on that bean and cheese life, and like for FIFA, like he sent me a picture and he's like, look, we're getting all the bean and cheese ready for our like office and shit. Like,
That's fucking
yeah,
funny.
dude. So like, we're always talking about food on my Twitch because I'm a big boy. I love food.
Hell yeah.
So I'll be
same.
DJing,
Same.
and then we start talking about food, and then I start telling them like they're honorary Mexicans, man. Like
Yeah.
like they're on
At this
that like
point,
bean and
yeah,
cheese
they
life
yeah,
and
they-
all that. So they're cool.
Well, shit. Speaking of tacos, where's your favorite like?
Bean and cheese,
Well, where's your favorite spot to go get bean and cheese?
man. All right. So my dad just put me onto this one place on San Pedro. I gatekeep, so no, I'm just kidding. Find out next
that's
time.
that.
DM me and I'll tell you.
Right.
Nah,
That's funny.
It's
Oh, them
called
links.
Taco City. No, I call it Taco City. What? Taco House.
Yeah, say taco
It's
house.
Taco House on San Pedro, but I always call it Taco City. Dog, it's good. It's fire.
What about you? What's your go-to like breakfast taco?
For breakfast tacos, I always either there or I live right there by the Gallo. So I mean, I go there. It used to be San Luis when it was,
But
But
what's
the
your,
guy, I always go there.
what's your go-to taco though?
Bean and cheese, of course, and then bacon and egg with the strips of bacon, though.
Oh, you
gotta
don't like
get
it cut
some-
up?
I do, but I don't know. I feel like you get more of the bacon flavor with this,
Yeah.
slices. Yeah, man. So that's me. But
Man, I'd be on that.
Rest in peace, Las
Las
Brasas.
Brasas, man. Yeah, Las
I
Brasas
remember that
still
spot.
has my
Yeah,
heart.
that
man.
was, man.
It
that
was open like 24.
Yep.
24,
And it was
yep.
like the size of this room. Like, so that way,
Still
like,
with
if
the
you
one
go in at
big,
like 2 in the
long-ass
morning, you have to
table,
sit
yeah.
next to someone's drunk Theo and shit. Like,
That's funny. Damn, that spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
we
the
used to
spot,
go
yeah,
there all the
that's-
time because we lived down the street. So we would always order. I mean, there's 3 of us, so we would get like 10 bean and cheese and shit. Like, and so every time we would go in there, they're like, oh, and we would call our place orders. Like, is this the bean and cheese boys?
Yeah, it's the
So
bean and
like
cheese
now
boys,
we're like
yeah.
us 3 broke out boys. We're the bean and cheese boys. Like,
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's the name of the boy band or what?
yeah, right. We're here, the
We're
bean and cheese
here.
boys. And Las Brasas live.
Man, you took me back with
3
that one.
a.m.
Yeah, and then they had the little gambling thing machine at the
Oh
front.
yeah, I
Remember
don't even
that?
know how they squeezed all that in there.
I just remember the jukebox.
Yeah, they had a little
Yeah.
jukebox in there too. They had everything, and then he had to go to the bathroom. He had to walk through the kitchen.
The kitchen and all that. Yeah, that's how you know. Man.
He was like, "Yeah, I see that roach, but am I gonna call hell? No, this place is fire.
It's the only place open.
Hell yeah,
For real, man.
that place was tight, man.
The first Las Brasas, the first
yeah, when they
tiny
moved, they
location,
kind of
yeah.
lost a little bit. They used to have all you can eat enchiladas, man. We used to go fuck it up.
What was that like
boy.
Wednesdays? Right,
So
or
they're still
something?
around?
No,
Nah,
no. I
they-
wish.
They moved locations like down the street, but then after that, it's just like another restaurant. So
Yeah,
Yeah, I just
guess
remember
they
one
just-
day it was gone.
yeah. They knocked it down. That
seriously,
building, that
Yeah,
little
that-
building. They
that-
knocked it down.
that building's gone. It's just grass now, long ass grass.
What's
Yep.
a spot I really like? Garcia's.
Oh yeah, is that the no? That I'm thinking of Oscars. Garcia's is
Yeah, Oscars is fire.
yeah, I used
for
to go
like
to
for
Oscars.
enchiladas and stuff like that. though.
Yeah,
Like, I don't think they do break. They don't do breakfast.
No?
I don't think so. I like Garcia's beans, dude. Their beans and their carne asada
see
and the
that's what
brisket
it is.
tacos.
If you have good
Yeah.
beans, I'm there.
That makes a good bean and cheese right there.
and if
man.
you had that government cheese, baby,
Yo, I was just gonna say
was good.
That's Crystal's right here. Crystal's is good too. I'm sorry, Zamora.
Man, I love that government cheese, boy.
Man, yeah, that's man when it
Yup.
melts too and it
It
melts
hits different,
perfectly with the.
man. That government cheese
Damn,
is different.
man.
Me and Isaiah, when we were little, we used to sit in the kitchen and just cut off little squares of the little block. We used to just cut off squares and eat that shit. Good ass. Man, I love cheese, man. I'm a cheese little bandit.
Yeah,
Same.
cheese is too good.
Yeah, cheese is good.
You ever fuck around, go to like Central Market?
The one on Broadway?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, the cheese in there is insane.
Yep. Hell yeah. Me and Isaiah used to go there and we used to like act like we were working on our computer and just eat. Yeah. We'd open up our laptops and look busy and just eat. Like I get a big old burger and man, oh yeah, Central Market, they got some fire over there. But then all HEBs used to have food in there, right? Remember they used to have I think that one on Almost might still, I don't know.
I remember they always
Yeah,
had
they had
like,
all that.
They had like a
simple
little
stuff like
the chicken.
chicken
and-
strips
yeah.
and, like-
the egg rolls and all that. And
what is it, the burritos. My mom was always trying those.
yeah, those burritos are.
Yeah.
Those, I always get those
Yeah.
and the egg rolls and some
Mhm.
corn dogs.
Yeah.
There's always those three.
Remember
man.
those pickles they
I was
had?
just gonna say the boarhead pickles.
man.
The what?
Ooh, the
The-
boarhead pickles that HEB used to have? I love me some pickles, man.
They used to have them in a big barrel, and it was just soaking in pickle juice, and like it had a lid on. You just pick it up and you just grab a pickle and you.
It's just
Boarhead
something about how
man,
they
it had,
taste, dude.
yeah, it had
Like,
a
it don't
different
taste like
taste
no
that
other
was
pickle.
good,
It's
man.
just like
Really?
it's like kosher, and then like the boarhead pickle is like right there. They're bro. Kosher and the boarhead pickles are the best pickles.
yeah, man. Those boarheads were
Yeah.
they were good, and they would be soaking in the pickle juice all day. You know, they
Yep. Let them so get juicy.
yeah,
Man, I'm
Throw
dig
some
and get the
Lucas
bottom
on
one.
I'm gonna have to try
Yeah,
that. I've never had one of those.
Yeah, man. I don't
Yeah.
even know if HEB still has them.
Yeah, I
though.
don't think
always
they
try
have
to
the
look,
barrels.
but you might have to
Probably
go to
not.
like Mercado or something.
Man. So, I see y'all be traveling, doing shows. Like, is it just in Cali? Have you gone anywhere else besides Cali and done some shows?
So we mainly we've gone to Cali because we just like always go to Cali, and Isaiah's done more like New York and Portland and Arizona. He's done more other ones, and we've done mainly Cali and a lot of Texas. Yeah, so we pretty much played in every major Texas city.
What part of Cali?
NorCal and SoCal. We've been LA was tight, but like it's not my favorite. The Bay is obviously our favorite. We're always in the Bay. It's tight.
Yeah, I
They-
noticed that.
They know how
Yeah,
to party,
that's,
man.
That's where it's at.
They know how to party.
Shout out to the Bay, man, to the
Yep.
area.
Yep. They know. It's a different vibe. Like they go for the music. Like they go to have a good time. They go to like party.
Uh-huh.
They
And
just
like
on it from the start. Once
you
they
watch
get
any,
there,
yeah. Once they get there, they're on the dance floor, like ready to go. Like it's not like here. Like sometimes they need like a couple drinks and then,
Takes a little
fill it
bit.
out, and then it's like all right, and then it's like now I want to dance. Like out there, they're just partying, dude. It's dope, and they fuck with everything, like literally everything. You can play as long as you're rocking the party. You can play anything, and they'll fuck with it. It's dope.
Man, what I remember about the Bay, like as soon as you leave the airport, the sound barrier is covered in graffiti. I was
Yeah.
just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
damn, they
Yeah.
just get it like that.
Oakland and
Dude.
Yeah,
San
Oakland.
Francisco, man, the city. Yeah,
It's
they're
covered.
both, man. Just even going to there and then getting in, and then going to Oakland, that's all you see. And then even
Yeah.
once you get in both, in the city and then in there, and then even Berkeley too got some dope graffiti out
Man,
there,
I've
man.
never been to Berkeley.
Berkeley's cool, dude. Berkeley's a bunch of like hippies and college kids. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an interesting mix. So.
It's
it's cool.
crazy because like Berkeley University is right there, and then they got like Amoeba Music, and then like, just like what is it, People's Park,
Yeah, People's Park,
which
yeah.
they're trying to fight right now
Legendary.
because it's like it's played a big part in like civil rights and like a bunch of like human rights like stuff like,
Oh, crazy.
and they're tearing it down because they're gonna build I think apartments and stuff like that. So they're fighting it right now.
Yeah.
And then we've been to a lot of other places around the Bay, like that are in the Bay. Like we have friends in Hayward, we have friends in Richmond, Antioch, where else?
Of course,
Like,
yeah, Oakland.
Oakland, yeah, of
San
course,
Francisco,
Oakland, San
of course.
Francisco. Like it was cool because the
Sacramento,
last
San
time we were
Jose.
there, we were there with we stayed with our friend Deltatron. He's a producer DJ from Peru, but he's staying out there in San Francisco now. But it's dope because like we stayed with him and it was like the Chinese New Year, And
sick.
it was
real
right
dope.
there. Like
They went off out there.
yeah, dude, the parade. He lives right in the heart of Chinatown.
Uh-huh.
So it was like we were there for like everything, the parade, all that stuff. It was like right there. But yeah, we've played in Oakland, San Francisco. Oakland is cool, dude. But it's crazy because it's like right across the bridge. But two different vibes. Yeah, totally different vibes.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. Oakland is there to party and San Francisco's there to party, but like Oakland's there to party. Yeah, it's cool, man. I love it out there. It's dope. Every time we go out there, we just like never want to come back. It's lit. And of course everybody smokes everywhere out there, so
Yo.
it's everywhere. You crazy if you're not smoking.
If you ain't smoking shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how'd you get hooked up with a Tarasco Tropical? That's a homie. He just did last week's podcast.
Yeah, that's the
hell
big
yeah,
homie,
I love Gio, man.
That's the big homie.
Yeah,
he's a
very nice
he's
guy.
He's cool, man. We used to do Isaiah used to do the reggae nights back in the day, and he would run.
Where was that at?
This was at Half Show. It's a Walgreens now.
Dude, I
Right
remember.
yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
that, dude. Okay.
Yeah, so they were doing Half Show and Pedicab, and then they were doing Davenport.
R.I.P. Pedicab.
I was just talking about Pedicab and to R.I.P. that place the other day because I was talking about how, to my knowledge, they were one of the first places where you can openly smoke weed that I knew of. Because everywhere else they're like, you can't do that, or we were getting kicked out. But there's like, smoke weed, like, and then like it burned down. Yeah. And that's what I'm like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's crazy because they were all about that, and then they burned down, which was weird. Conspiracy theorists, let me know.
Let me know.
But no, Pedicab. They used to do that Pedicab and Davenport for a little bit, and then mainly Half Show.
Where was Davenport at?
Right around like from Half Show. It was literally
so
like
the spot that's where it's still at right now, because I think it's still there.
Is it still there?
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was still open, but yeah, then probably right there.
Because I remember back in the day, like when I first turned 21, it was like off like Houston Street. It's like a Starbucks now, but it was right there.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah, there might be because
hazy.
it was because Half Show was on Navarro where it's a CVS now, a Walgreens.
And
So
I remember Half Show shared a restroom with the nightclub.
Yeah. Yep, dude. Can we just talk about how cool Half Show was and how ahead of its time it was? Like, that place was so nice, but it was so like chill. But like they were doing reggae nights, and then they had the upstairs where you could just like VIP that shit. It was dope. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely had a lot of good times there.
Yeah, hell yeah. Oh, anyways, but yeah. So then,
I remember I was a doorman one night.
Over there?
Yes.
Hell yeah. You might have seen me then. You might have checked my ID a couple times.
Put me on to that.
I was bald back then.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think Maze put me on. Y'all know Maze, Josiah?
No, I don't think so.
He's a promoter.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not too sure. But yeah, no, I met him through the reggae nights because he was playing in the band and Isaiah was running sound and DJing. And that's how we got in. And then we just, hung out, partied, done gigs together. And then it wasn't until a little bit before COVID, he had hit me up for the Big Red in Barbacoa. And
so that's been out.
Yeah, well, what happened was we were supposed to start it and then COVID happened. So we had been talking about it. He was like, yo, I got this like idea for this cumbia thing that I'm working on. And, if you want to help me out, like do percussion. I was like, yeah, dude, I'm down. Like, I'm always down to work with anybody who wants to work. So he was like, yeah, like I got this idea and, I want to see if we can get people from San Antonio because like Big Red and Barbacoa is a San Antonio thing. So I was like, yeah, dude. I was like, I'm down and this and that. And then he started putting some of it together and COVID happened. So like we had, obviously had to take a break from that. And then right kind of when everything was like, I guess a little before everything started opening, he had hit me up. He's like, yo, if you're down, like I got it kind of done. If you want to come by and record. I was like, yeah, I'm down. Like I'll go, I went and record. I did the percussion and then I was there for a few hours and I did the percussion for that. And then I was talking to him about, I had hooked him up with Savani, Principecu, and about doing the production and like, mastering it and all that. And then I had linked him up with Gio Chamba too. I was like, yo, they're all cool dudes, man. They're always down to work. Like, they're always down to do whatever. So, I hooked him up and then, we did the Big Red and Barbacoa. And then I did a few gigs with them, and then so we every time he needs help, like we'll go help him. Like he's a big homie, man. We've known him for a long time.
Yeah, super cool dude.
Yeah.
I took pictures for them at Market Square on Monday. That was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, I saw some footage from out there.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we did the video shoot at his house. It was fun.
Oh really?
Yeah, he got like a shitload of barbacoa, and we were just there like there all day. Just like you said, I heard that song like 4 times. It was like, yep, the same shit. Like we just played it, and then like, I remember they had a good shot that I wish they would have used. It was my homie Angel. He had like the plate of barbacoa tacos, and he got the big red, and he just like poured it on it. Like it was just a cool shot. For visuals, it was cool. But yeah, like it was fun. I like doing shit like that, like podcasts, videos, like video editing, going through footage. I love doing that shit. Like it's hella fun.
Man, I can't edit. I wish I knew how. That's not in my skills.
I could do video edit, but like the basics. Like I can't do. I'm not like I don't know. I could do the basics. I wish I could do graphic design. I heard Zerk does graphic design.
Oh yeah.
I like a lot of his shit. I can't do graphic design. I used to just get a fucking picture on Google and like throw the info on it like this Friday. But yeah, I can't do graphic design. I mean, I can do the basics, but I'm not like his girlfriend does really good shit. She's doing good.
Yeah, she does a lot of our flyers. Yeah, Lil Rice. She does a lot of the flyers and visuals and everything like that. That we need, or that she just like she has her own thing going too. So she'll just come up with stuff and like just make sure it's in designs and stuff, and then so she's doing her thing right now, killing it and stuff. So
that's badass. So y'all have a residency at Snake Hill?
Yeah, we just got a residency there. I'm excited because I really like that place. Like it's a vibe.
Yeah.
Like,
I love it.
Yeah.
Jess is a great guy.
Like, I don't know what it is about that place, but I just love it. Like, it's a vibe, man. Like, it's a homie vibe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's like everybody's cool. Like, everybody's chilling. And, like, we did my birthday there. It was lit, man.
I got super trashed.
Yeah. Man, it was, my homie was like, yeah, dude, I kept trying to buy you shots. You're like, no, I'm good. I was like, if I tell you I'm good, I'm good. I was like, I never turn down shots. Like, fuck that. But yeah, like, it was dope, man. Like, it's a vibe. Like, I feel like we can kill it there. I feel like with what we want to do our party there, I feel like it works very well with that space. Like, just a hip-hop party vibe, like New Jack, R&B, like Crossfaded. We're going to start that party this Friday, tomorrow.
Oh, hell yeah.
Or I guess, this Friday, Crossfaded.
So what days of the month are y'all doing it then?
2nd and 4th Fridays. Except June 9th, we won't be there because we have to do the Peacock Alley thing. But after that, then, I mean, even before that, we're every 2nd and 4th Fridays, we're at Snake Hill.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, Jess is great. He when I do Lone Star Market, he comes out and slangs drinks.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, it's a cool spot, dude. Like, it's got, like, hella potential to be, like, a great, legit, like, and the fact that they do hardcore shows, like, I love.
Yeah, that's
have
like,
you been to any of those?
I haven't been to one, but, dog, they remind me of, like, old school, like, you remember when everybody used to just throw shows at wherever?
Yeah.
Like, that's it, like at 4G's Tire Shop. Did you ever go to 4G's?
Bro,
4G's.
My best friend, that's his uncle.
Oh, really?
Shout out Arnold. Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yo, shout out 4G's, man. I've been to some dope-ass hardcore
That's
shows,
so
man.
funny.
Yeah, because I used to be in the hardcore scene. Like, I was in a few bands back in the day. Like,
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was with Face First and then Think Straight and then Crude Ways. So, yeah, and...
Damn, you took me back saying 4Gs. What up, Pete?
4G's, man. 4G's Tire Shop. I saw some good hardcore shows there. I saw Hit the Deck there. I saw, of course, First Round Knockout. Remember those guys?
those are my homies.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man, those guys were badass, dude. I
funny.
love those guys. They were one of my favorite local bands.
Who else
And
would
Today
play
We
there?
Prevail before they were Bitter In.
Damn, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you
Forgot
ever
about that
hear
too.
Living?
Bro, you just took me back with that. Shout out to Robert and Larry, bro.
Dude,
Those
what-
are my old school homies, man. Like, yeah, man.
Yeah, Hermes is a long time friend.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hell
His,
yeah,
His
dude.
uncle is Uncle Arnold from 4Gs.
I still have my Living CD.
For real?
Yup.
fuck?
The ones that
That's
they printed on the record
dope.
CDs. Remember they had the record CDs?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I still have my living, and it opens up with, let me tell you this. Remember that?
Yes.
Yeah.
L-I-V-I-N.
Bro, you took me back with that.
Man, matter of fact, 2 of the members in that band were my roommates.
Really?
Heber and Hermes, yeah.
I'm trying to remember Hermes. I remember Hermes, but I'm trying to like
The drummer.
put the face. Yeah, I'm trying to put the face like, cause I remember the name, but I was more friends with Robert and Larry. Because
Man,
my brother was friends with Larry and I was friends with Robert. Well, obviously all of them, but
fucking Larry. That's funny, man.
yeah, dude, he used to work at the smoke shop on my house, and he used to be like, "Hey, bro, bring me some tacos and I'll give you some free shit." I was like, "All right, cool." In his minivan,
Fair
dude.
enough.
Hell yeah.
That's fucking.
Yeah.
Rowdy, I didn't know you had ties to the hardcore scene.
Yeah, man. Oh, dog, I
yeah.
love me and Isaiah used to be a fucking like a street punk, crust punk. He used to have a big ass mohawk, like, bro. Like, he was more. Isaiah was more into the punk, like the street punk, the crust punk.
Yeah.
I was more into like the hardcore, the old school hardcore, like the straight edge scene, like, which is ironic because I'm smoking weed right now. But, yeah, I was straight edge for a good little long time. Like that shit is a commitment, man.
Yeah.
Like, I was straight edge for a good solid maybe like 7 years. So I mean it was a good while that I was straight edge. But what's it called? Yeah, man, the hardcore scene was dope back then. One of my favorite shows till this day was Bane and Comeback Kid at Sanctuary. It was like the first time Bane was here. It was like during South by. It was like a South by overpour. And they booked Bane and Comeback. I remember like I was a 15-year-old kid, dude. I was just like asking everybody for change because that was when shows were like $10, and it was like $10. What the fuck? Like, you know, everybody was like, it just. But I was like, I'll pay for this show. I was like asking everybody like for change and shit, trying to get change going to that show. I mean, I wasn't gonna miss Bane and Comeback Kid.
Yeah.
And to this day, that was both like in their prime.
Yeah, back
and like
then,
to this
shit.
day, that was one of the most energetic shows that I have ever been to. I'm talking about nonstop circle pits, dude. Like that shit was fire. Like go back and listen to like Comeback Kid, Turn It Around, and Bane, like in their prime, and then put the vision of circle pits all night in your head and be like, damn, that's a good ass show.
Damn, that's wild though. You took me back with all that.
Yep. Yeah, that shit was crazy, man. Shout out to the hardcore scene, still doing its thing, man. Like I thought it had died out for a long time, and then like I feel like
It's pretty strong here, man.
yeah, I had been seeing everybody like come back and like all these shows, and like I guess maybe the internet just is making me see these things because you know I wasn't on the internet as much as I was then as I am now, but like seeing the scene, I'm like, damn, the scene is like alive and well still.
Man,
Shout out to Snakehill for throwing them shows though, man. That's
Yeah, because they
Straight
kill it,
up.
man. They pack it and they throw some good
the way
shows,
they
man.
pack it
They're-
for those shows reminds me of the glory days of hardcore, man.
And I see the footage, the videos, and all that, and I'm like, okay, yeah, they doing it, man.
yeah,
They
I
doing it.
love it because they let me take pictures where I want,
Hell yeah.
so I don't
nice.
gotta like get beat up because
Yeah.
those kids be getting it in, bro.
Yeah, dude. It's so
Yeah.
funny because like back then I was the kid in the pit like throwing the kicks and like cartwheels into
Hell
the
yeah.
crowds and jumping off and being a fucking menace in the crowd. And now I'm like, nah, bro, y'all doing too much. I'm in the back, yo. Like I'm getting old. I mean, but I still fuck with the whole everything of hardcore. Like, don't get it twisted. Like,
Nah, fuck
I
I'm gonna
love-
sprain my ankle.
Yeah,
but yeah, I'm fucking clumsy, dog. Like now I'm old, I'll fucking break something and chill. I'll be that guy that tries to go show the young bucks that I still got it, and be like, I'll be like Shane McMahon in the last WrestleMania where he's trying to move quick and then he fucked up his shit. Yeah, that's gonna
yeah,
be
man.
me.
We there. This for always every time like something big, like a big event that we go do or whatever. Like he's always
Facts.
getting hurt before.
Facts. I'm so clumsy, and Isaiah's always getting mad at me. So like he's like, bro, you always getting hurt because it's since I was little, I've been getting hurt. I'm so clumsy, dude. And like I remember one time when we were in LA, so it was a long fucking thing. We had played in LA, or Isaiah played in LA, and we were there, and we went. So from LA the next day we had to drive 6 hours to San Francisco, and the party
Nice
that we were
drive.
at didn't stop till 4 a.m. So we
They
didn't
was
get
just
home till like
going.
5 a.m. So when we first got there, we're like, okay, $10 a beer? No, we're in Cali. Let's go see where we can smoke. So we like went and we're looking for the smoke spot, and we're going down the stairs, and like my clumsy ass, dude, the stairs were steep. Oh, not
Yeah.
even 10 minutes of being there, I rolled my fucking ankle. So like I'm still all fucked up, right? And So as it's playing, and I'm being hype, man. I'm doing the flag, and we're trying to get everybody hyping, whatever. And I'm like, not even, the adrenaline has me going. I don't even feel my shit.
Yeah.
So after the party, we get back to the hotel room, and I'm like, hey man, can someone go give me some ice? Like my shit is hurting, like my shit's fucked up. And they're just like going to sleep, and I'm like, hey man, can someone just like please just get some ice, like y'all just real quick. And they're just like, I'm trying to like, come on man, if that was me I would get it for y'all. And,
Throwing that out there.
Yeah, like, trying to be like, whatever.
So did someone get you the ice?
Dog, let me tell you. So we're in there, and I'm like, come on. And then they're like, dude, shut up. Everybody's trying to go to sleep, and I'm just like, man, well, fuck y'all, because if that was y'all, I would have helped y'all, So there I go, right? I'm walking down the hall to the end of the fucking hallway, and this is LA. It's a big ass fucking downtown hotel, so the hallways are long. So I'm walking, there I go, and the ice machine, I get to the ice machine, and I'm like, fuck. The ice machine is broken. Go to the top floor, whatever. So there I go, limping my broke ass over there to the elevator, going out to gotta go all the way to the end of the fucking hallway, and I go all the way back into the hotel room, and I'm just there with ice on my man, and y'all are fucked up because and they're dude, shut up. Everybody's trying to go to
Coming
sleep.
back,
I'm
still
back.
talking shit. Right?
That's funny.
Yeah, because we're going. He was like, all right, like let's go see where we're smoking. All right, cool. Like let's go. Like we'll just step outside and see what's up. And we were going down like this. The stairs, they were steep.
They were steep, man.
Yeah, so we were going down, and he had the flag, and it came to a part where, like, he had a duck because it was like, how it was going down.
Yeah.
So it was like cut off right here, and he had tried to like lower the flag. So like when he's trying to lower the flag to clear it, I guess he missteps and he loses it or whatever, and he falls forward, and I'm right behind him.
Like she's all that, just
yeah. So I'm right behind him, and I'm like, oh shit, and he was like, oh, like and he started saying whatever, and I was like, damn, I was like, you hurt for real? And he was like, yeah, dude, it's my ankle, like I think I hurt it. I was like, oh, dude, I was like, man, we haven't even like gone out here. We only been here like 10 minutes, and you're
and that was like Friday out of like being there till Monday.
The first night of that little mini tour.
We still had to go to San Francisco, Oakland, and then back to San Jose to fly out of.
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah,
dude,
so,
my ankles are made of glass too, so I feel your pain.
Yeah, dude, I'm just so clumsy, dude. I'm always falling or tripping, even when there's nothing there. I'm just like, whatever. But yeah.
So I've always wanted to know, how'd y'all get in contact with Eric Bobo? Cypress Hill.
That's another big homie.
He's a cool homie, man. We have a friend who met him out in LA, and he would come hang out over here, and she would bring him to come hang out, and because he was already following Bruck out, I think. And like,
oh really?
Yeah, like dope. he had already came across Bruck out from Instagram and stuff, and yeah. So when he would come down here with our friend, like, she would bring him to like hang out and stuff, and that's how we met him. And then we just all got along cool, and we've done some shows together, and we did the quarantine stream on the Cypress Hill page.
The rooftop one.
That was dope.
I remember that. That was pretty dope.
Yeah, like we got Isaiah had like I guess talked to his apartments, and they had give him permission to like stream on the rooftop, which was the little tennis part where they have the basketball court and stuff. But the back view is the tower. And
the view was sick.
Yeah. So he was, I don't know if like he had mentioned it or if Isaiah had mentioned it or how it came up, but they were just like, yo, we're gonna do this stream and we're gonna do it on the Cypress Hill page, because he was doing the Eric Bobo Bongo Jam. He was on his Facebook and like Instagram and all that. He was doing his where he would just play like mixtapes, and like he would just play the bongos and shit. Mm-hmm. And so he was doing the Eric Bobo Bongo Jam, and he would do it on the Cypress Hill page too. And that's when he was like, yo, like let's do one with the Bruck out, like with the Bruck out boys. So him and Isaiah DJ'd, and he did the percussion, and I was just there running like the boards and shit, like the sound and stuff. So it was pretty dope. It was dope.
that was a real fun day and fun night and party.
Yeah,
the whole rooftop, man. And then we had the whole like percussion stuff set up. We had it out there, and then the decks, everything, and
it was cool.
The back view of the tower and the Alamo Dome. And
yeah, like it was cool because when we started at like the time where it was like you start in this day and then you're done this night, So it was really cool because like the transition from day to night was dope because the lights come on. Obviously, you know, you see it downtown, and it was cool, man.
Like that that picture right there.
Hell yeah.
That's funny.
But yeah,
but
man.
it was a nice, like with the sun going down and around that time that we started when it was going on, like it was dope seeing all the lights in the background. And
Man, that's super fucking dope.
Yeah, he's a cool dude, man. He's real real chill. I like hanging out with him. He's funny. We just bullshit and you know, just shoot the shit, man. He's a cool homie. He's funny. He's real funny.
He always come through.
Yeah.
He always come through with some
He
good
loves
shit, too.
tamales and shit. My parents always make him tamales when he
For
comes
real?
to town. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
He'll
he'll
come
come to
to
town.
town
My
and
parents
getting
like
them.
making tamales and shit. Like my parents have made tamales. It was funny because one time we were hanging out and like, we were backstage at the Aztec and like I can't remember if it was my parents or whoever told him. Like my parents were with us too. Like, they were like, "Hey, we got your tamales and this and that," and like, B Real came up and he was like, "Dog, you got tamales? Like, what the fuck? Where's my tamales?" And my mom was like, "Oh, you want tamales?" She's like, "Next time y'all come through, I'll make y'all tamales. Like, don't even worry about it." Like, so my mom's like the cool like lady on campus because my mom works at transportation, like for school. So she's like the cool like transportation lady because she knows Cypress Hill, and it's funny. Like, "Our miss, you really know them?" She's like, "Yeah, they're at my house." Like, it's funny. Like,
That's fucking funny, man.
But yeah, he's a cool dude.
That's big,
Shout out
yeah.
Bobo for sure.
Real cool dude, man. Real humble, down to earth, chilled.
He's for sure like mentored me in some stuff like that, like some drums, like percussion stuff, or even when I'm like, I've been like, "Dog, I'm not feeling it," and he's like, "Nah, man, just, you know," he'll hype me up, and I'm like, "You know what, you're right. You know, you're right." Like, it's funny because I was asking him, we were talking about the Woodstock '99, and I was like,
Crazy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Crazy.
yeah. So we were talking about it. We're like, "Damn, boy, you like." I sent him a video because I was watching the documentary, and they were just like throwing it, and I was like, "Yo, boy, is this you or what?" Because it was him. Like they were trashing the stage, and he's
Throwing
like,
all the
"Oh
shit.
man, it's all fun and games." So they send you the bill, and I'm like, "Shit, I'm
Yeah.
bad, dude." Like,
That's fucking
yeah.
rowdy.
I was like, I can imagine, dude.
It's
like
like
that's
that,
crazy.
and then times like shit. How many times?
Shit, I
on
dropped
the
my
tour,
conga, and I'm like, "Oh baby, did I hurt you?" Like,
and I
That's
bang
crazy.
my turntable on my case, and I'm like, "Oh shit!" Like, you know, freak out a little bit.
does it work?
But
You
does
turn it on,
work?
check
I'm like,
it. And,
gotta stop right now, open it, and check.
yeah.
Oh man, I
Where's
feel
your
that.
outlet?
The homie dropped my camera the other day, and I was like,
Damn.
because I was like on a ladder trying to get on this rooftop.
Yeah.
It was a whole thing. I put it all together though. I can't take the flash off now though.
Oh man, you got to get in there and clean it. Nah, I don't know. I'm
I'll-
not a camera
I'll-
expert.
all I know is I'd rather have it on than
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, that was stuck on. Stuck
Dude,
on.
like my GoPro, it's like you can't even be incognito with it. It's like beep beep.
Oh, yeah, all loud, yeah.
Beep. I'm like, damn, every little motherfucking thing it beeps. So it's like I try to be like, you know, beep, it's all beep beep beep. I'm like, fuck, dude. But nah, it's cool, man. I just found my GoPro again. Cause I had it for a while, and I was like, yeah, I want to start doing videos and this and that, and I just like stopped. Cause I'm that's me. I like, oh, I want to do this, and I start doing it, and then I just like stop. And then it's like, oh, I want to do this now, and it's like, oh, but this is cool. Like, I'm such a fucking child when it comes to that shit. Like, but yeah, I found it, and like, I found it right before we went to Cali last year, and I was like, you know, let me use this. So I started using it, and I put a dope little video together, and it was just a recap from the whole trip. Like, it's dope. It starts like in the day, and it transitions into the night to where we were playing, and it's pretty dope. It was a cool little video I made, so it's on Instagram, my Instagram. So
Hey, going back to you doing sound, I know earlier you were talking about you do sound for a podcast.
yeah. We do it at my house where we stream. We have like my friends. They have like she has a podcast called Killer Chisme. Shout out to Lizzie and Killer Chisme. Go follow them on Instagram, Killer
Yep,
Chisme.
shout out to them.
Yeah, they have she tries to do she'll do like big cases, but like she tries to do a lot of like local stuff, and it's crazy because like some of the stuff that she does, I'm like, what the fuck? This is in San Antonio? She's like, yeah, dude, this was on Culebra, or this is on San Zamora, or this was on. I'm like, what the fuck? And it's just like crazy shit, dude. And it's just like a lot of stuff that like nobody's really talking about. And like, it's crazy because the little girl that went missing, yes, that's them. The little Iranian girl that went missing that they took from those apartments on Fredericksburg.
Man, I'm not familiar.
It was like during Christmas time.
Yeah,
like recently?
like a big,
yeah, like
like
this
a
past
big
Christmas.
thing.
Yeah, like they kidnapped her. She was a little Iranian girl, and she did a podcast on that. But it was like it's crazy because one of my friends, one of my friends, she lives at those apartments, and her little girl played with that little girl, and so when all that happened, she was like, dude, they came in, they searched everything. She's like, they searched my bags, my duffel bags, my cabinets, my attic. She's like, I didn't even know I had an attic in my apartment. She's like, dude, they searched everywhere. Like, it was crazy. But yeah, dude, it was a big case, and like a lot of the local cases. She's done like the San Antonio 4. She did that one. That one is a crazy one. My cousin is actually related to one of the girls from the San Antonio 4. That's his cousin. Do you know about that one?
I vaguely remember it.
That one was about the 4 girls who had arrested them and put them in jail for molesting the children. The girls.
Yeah.
But then the girl read an article like recently, like a few years back, and she felt bad, and she came out and like said it was all a lie. And now there's a documentary. I think it's called Southwest of Salem. But yeah, Cassie is one of my friends, or Cassie is my cousin's cousin. So yeah, like that shit was crazy. She's done a podcast on them. Like she's done a lot of like the cucuy, like the tracks and like the whole bunch of like it's crazy because it's like I said, it's San Antonio shit, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like this is here or this was there? Like it's crazy.
Yeah,
like,
and a lot of it is real crazy and like deep, and man, it's wild. Like you're like, damn, you wouldn't even think like what happened. I mean, as crazy as like some of the stuff is, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, like she did a Wayside Baby one.
That one was
crazy. That was down the street from my house. You remember that one? Where the lady she had to deal with the devil, and she ate her baby.
Oh, I never heard about that.
Bro, this is crazy.
She like cut it up with the sword and shit, and like started eating the baby.
Is this like a folktale or is
this was down the street from my house.
It was like national news.
Yeah,
like this happened.
This was like a few years back.
I think I was probably in like high school,
dude.
middle school.
Like the mom and the sister came in and they called the cops, and like they're like, my sister, or she's eating the baby and this and that. She was eating the baby's brains, dude. Like she cut the baby's head with a sword and shit, and like
yeah, and they're saying that
they said
the cops like who were on the scene and all that, who were going to show up, like first responders, like it was so bad that they started having like therapists go on scene and like to help the cops and everyone who like went in there and was working on everything and on site, like therapists, you know, helping
dude, it was
them
crazy.
and like just she had the baby all cut up, like dismembered and like eating it and like eating the brains.
She had some kind of deal with the devil that if she like sacrificed her baby and ate it and this and that she would do something, or I don't know. But I think she had like schizophrenia, I think.
So yeah, you know what's crazy too, man?
That's
like
ugly.
Like back then, like at that time and a little bit after, because for a while, you know, everyone knew, so no one was trying to live there, you know. So at the time, you know, it was crazy because you would drive by and you look and it's just scary movie, man. It's just like plain White House.
Yeah, dude.
No work done to it, just plain White House, you know. Like,
that's ugly.
It was crazy.
So that's what even makes it more like, oh shit.
That was like a few streets down from my house on Wayside.
I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah, Wayside Baby, dude. It's crazy. But yeah, she does a lot of true crime, and like I said, it's all local. Well, it's not all local. She does big cases and stuff like that, but we do them on Twitch, on my Twitch too. Sometimes we'll stream and we'll just be sitting around in my back little studio just talking about it and going through it, and it's cool because like people come in on the chats at Twitch and we'll just hang out and like people will chime in and like talk and tell their stories and shit. Like it's crazy. One time we did a UFO one and this guy was like talking about how his like aunt had got abducted, and like they're like, what the fuck, you have like some I forgot what she had in her like leg, and they're like, how did you get that? And then she's like, I don't know, but she swears she was abducted, but they put some shit in her leg. Now she has some shit in her leg, and I don't know, it was weird, dude.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was weird.
Yeah,
it was crazy, man.
Man, I want to fuck with Twitch more. Y'all been
yeah,
talking
dude,
about
follow
it.
us on Twitch. If I'm not DJing on Twitch, we do the Killer Cheese Man on there.
And what was crazy too, like about Prime Twitch and quarantine and all that was like it got to the point too we were like doing Fridays party, you know, is when we did our thing, and then it got to the point where like, you know what, fuck it, like let's do a Zoom, like a live Zoom party. So on our actual stream, you know, we would have everybody in there like different, you know.
You go to the Zoom, and then we had a Zoom, and like we were
everybody
DJing
be on the
Zoom.
stream, and everyone be there with their drinks or lights on, and
it was cool, man.
So
yeah,
just
it was prime quarantine. Like if you weren't sick or dying, like God bless those and all that. But like it was a vibe if you were, you know,
if you were able.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun with it, man. Just everything, even like the graphic stuff, you know, the backgrounds, just all the, you know, the chats, everything we did on there, you know.
You know what's funny? I think I have a picture in my phone of the first time we experimented with the green screen. It was we had got the poster boards.
Oh yeah.
And we were short. So I was like, fuck, I know I have some green record cases here somewhere. So like I got the green record cases. We got like tablecloths and like all kinds of shit, like green folders, whatever we could find to like, and then we were like testing it, and we were like, okay, if you stand like right here but don't move, you can't see it. So like, yeah, let me see. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up because it's so funny. Like I took a picture of it because like I like to take pictures. I mean, now we have the painted and you know all that, and it's like I like to take pictures and remember, like, bro, remember where the fuck you started.
Yeah.
Like I don't give a fuck who you think you are, how big. Remember where you started, because that shit will humble you real fucking quick.
Yeah.
Like I see like shit we have now, like equipment I have now, and like I think about like back then, I was like, bro, my shit was being like. So I remember one time this guy gave me the most like backhanded compliment I've ever received. Like I was 16. I was a really good drummer. I still am. But what's it called? He was like so my equipment was fucked up. You know, I didn't have money for my toms were busted, so I only had a floor tom and a snare and my kick. But my kick was like the trigger was being pulled back by like the shoelace, and you know, like just it was all whatever. And then like my floor tom, my legs were stripped, so like I used to carry my little cousin's like stool. It was like a pink stool, and it would hold up my floor tom, and then I would take a cinder block to like hold my bass drum. Dog, this was the most like piece of shit drum set ever. But like I rocked the fuck out of it. And this guy like after the show, he was like, "Hey bro, like no offense, but like your drum set looks like you pulled it out of a dumpster, but you rock that shit." And I was like, "Hell yeah, dude." And it's like it's crazy because like I have a nice kit now, and like I have all my percussion set up, and it's like I think about that drum set, and it's like, bro, from that drum set to like my whole setups now, I'm like I've come a long way, and it shows like I said, that shit will humble you real quick because like some people, I'm not gonna play on this. I'm like, bro, I'd rather play on this than that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but I'm ghetto like that. I love all that. But let me see if I can find this picture because you're gonna see it and you're gonna laugh. Yeah, I just came across it the other day.
Even like studio shit, like back then we would like just rig whatever, you know, however we can get the mic to sound clear, you know, whatever we can record on, and you know all that. Just a
when
laptop.
You got one person's job is just to stand there with the cord like that. Right. Don't move, motherfucker. That's your job. Don't move.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Going like thinking about that, and you know that's how it was, and then now just having, you know, something like upgraded shit, you know, an actual shit, you know. And
where's this picture?
Yeah, you know,
man, that's
just crazy, man.
That's just cool knowing that you're MacGyver, bro.
Yeah, dude. Like I'm saying, if you think your equipment's messed up, call me. If I can't fix it, then it's messed up. Look at this, bro. Look. Look at that.
Oh shit, that's fucking.
Yeah, man.
Man, definitely MacGyvered it.
Yeah,
definitely
dude,
MacGyvered. Hell yeah.
Some folders,
some of our mom's cases. Folders.
Look, we got the little tablecloth right there.
The tablecloth.
We were like, yo, as long as you don't move this way and keep the light this way, you can't see that shit. You're good.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, man, that shit, that was definitely good times, man. We met, it was crazy because, like, just being in the chat room, back then, it was literally like being in the club. Because you would go on this page and everybody would be in there. And they'd be like, all right, let me go back to this page. And then like you would meet DJs in there and they're like, oh, I streamed this time. Okay, cool. And then you go in their chat and then they would go in your chat. So it's like one of those things like, oh, you gonna come check out my gig? Like they would play, and it got to the point to where we would do. We met some people from the Bay, and through like the DJing on Twitch, and it got to the point to where we would set up our like streams. So he would do Friday nights, we would do Saturday nights, he would do Sunday mornings, and we would do Sunday afternoons, because we had a lot of the same people eventually. Because we, it was like a big group chat with the DJ.
Oh, that's cool.
So, it got to the point where like everybody, even like one of the other persons that we met from the Bay, every time we go out there, shout out to Scuba Steve, always
Scuba
taking care of
Steve,
us in the
that's
Bay.
that too.
Oh, he's out in the Bay?
Yeah, he's out in the Bay. Our homie Scuba Steve, we met him through Twitch, and he's always showing us love. Every time we get in, where are we going? We're like to the hotel first, and then we're gonna go. Shout out to Lupe in the Bay, man. Always taking care of us, always making sure we're right in the Bay. But yeah, man, I forgot what I was talking about.
About Twitch and stuff. But
oh yeah. So then it was cool because like even he was telling us when we were out there the last time, he was like, dog, it was cool because it was like I knew Friday nights was Andres, and then I knew Saturday nights I could tune in and y'all be partying, and like he's like, and then Sunday, then Sunday evening, like that was y'all, and like it was cool, dude. It was a vibe. It was a vibe for sure.
Yeah, and the other another dope thing about it too is like you can be on, and then how he said about you go to different chats, but also at the same time too, like you can be in someone's chat, and then next thing you know, like they'll raid out, or like you'll
the
be
raids
playing.
are fun.
You'll
Raids
be
are
playing,
dope.
raid trains and stuff. So you'll be playing. So like if we'll be DJing and stuff like on our stream, someone can come and raid us, and they'll bring their party once they're done.
Yeah.
So everyone from who was watching them, it rolls over to us. And
Yeah, we did.
we did a few raid trains.
We did
all
a few raid
day,
trains. Like I remember for my tia too, she had breast cancer, and we did a raid train because you can get like donations and like subscriptions and like throw biddies, and it's all like exchange for currency. It adds up and stuff like that. So we did a raid train for my tia, to raise money. And we got DJs from all our DJ homies from everywhere, LA, the Bay, New York, like all our homies, dude. And we just, Washington, like we just threw, like all of us, it was like we all did an hour set, and then it was like a raid train out. So it was like they played an hour set, and then like they raided to the next DJ, and the next day, and we just like picked up funds, and it was cool. Like everybody like donated, and it was dope.
We made it work like with the whole like different time zones. So it was like from here to East Coast to West Coast, So as the day was going on, we was working with the time zones, so everybody was kind of like in the same time, but different times,
Yeah, I got you.
It's funny because like we would do like because it's putting a schedule together. It's like doing a legit show.
Yeah,
because it's like you're putting the sets, you're making sure everybody's set, running. I like doing that stuff, like the backstage stuff, the sound stuff, setting up. Like I like doing that. So, anyways, I was putting it together, and I was stoned, like. I would have to think, okay, 2.5 hours, 2 hours back this way, 1 hour ahead this way. So I would like think of the time zones, and I was like, no, this and that, I can't. Okay, this and that, no, scratch that.
Just started
this
writing it down.
And then like finally, his girlfriend was like, why don't you just do them all in Central Time? I was like, yes. So yeah, it was funny, man. But yeah, I like doing all that shit, like the behind the scenes, like setting up, like making sure, because like. When Isaiah would do shows back in the day, like, I used to hate it. And it's crazy because, like, I used to hate doing wires, like, untangling them and, like, rolling them. I used to hate that shit. But Isaiah used to always make me do that. And it's like, now, I'll do that shit all day. Like, I'll just roll wires and untangle wires. And as long as I'm stoned, I'm just there, like, But, yeah, I love doing that shit. The sound, the setup, I love doing that. Like, podcast, I love doing the camera angles. I love doing everything, man. Like. I love that shit. Man. I'm a behind the scenes guy, for sure. But it's because like I did theater in like middle school and high school too, and that's what I did, like the behind the scenes shit.
The technical theater part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wrote plays and shit, skits.
That's how I was in school too. Like the talent shows, I wouldn't be like in the talent shows, Well, when I, whatever, like later on, I wouldn't be in them, but I would be like doing the behind the scenes and helping out, moving everything and getting props, for the plays and everything too, So that stuff is fun, And then growing
theater's
up,
fun, dude. I love theater.
Yeah, even when Isaiah was doing shows too, like I was younger, but they would always like there was times that they would put me to work, and just now it went like full circle. And now we're doing that, for our own,
yeah,
and everything. So
y'all got any shows coming up?
We do actually, yeah.
We have Friday at Snake Hill and then Saturday at Rebar. But the big one, the next big one is June 9th at the Peacock Alley.
Yeah,
that's the next big one. The 10-year Bruckout anniversary, Bruckout 10 years.
Big 10.
So it's crazy, man. Yeah.
Well, shoot,
10 years.
It's about that time.
Mm-hmm.
Cheech, if they want to get a hold of you, how do they get a hold of you?
Yeah, if you want to get a hold of me, you could just catch me on Instagram at Mistacheech, Mistacheech. You could find me there.
If they want to get a hold of you, how do they get a hold of you?
I'm on Instagram, man. Underscore Hippiecholo, HIPPIECHOLO.
You got it this time.
Yeah. Yeah. And also twitch.tv/Hippiecholo. I usually stream Tuesdays or Wednesdays because like we're always busy on the weekends. But like I said, if we're not doing the DJ thing on Twitch, we're doing the Killer Chisme. So yeah.
Y'all want to shout out the third person who broke out?
Yeah, shout out to Isaiah from Texas, my big brother. Love you, dog.
Shout out Isaiah from Texas, man. All love.
Man, I feel like I know him a lot more hearing all these stories.
Yeah, dude. I got stories for days, man.
All day.
Man, don't even get me started on stories growing up because we're all, especially with this guy, we're
always fucking.
This guy was our lab rat.
Oh, really? Well, the youngest.
Yeah, so he don't let nobody touch his hair because we used to fuck up his hair.
Right.
Like one time we cut it, like one time Isaiah cut his hair. And like he got all mad, he taped it on his forehead.
He cut my bangs all like jacked. No, like not even my bangs, but he like cut like up here, and then he cut it all jacked up. And I was like, oh man, I was mad, and I was trying to tape on, getting him from the ground. One time I tried to fade him up. I was like, I know how to do it. So I tried to fade him up, right? I fucked this shit up. Good, and the next day he went to school. He came back all mad. He was like, man, my friend was like, who the fuck tried to fade you up, dog? He's like, you tried to fade yourself or who
called you out on
to
it?
fade you out? I was like, man, I was like, my brother just thought he was all whatever, and he went and made me fade you, and I let him.
That's funny.
Kind of clowning me.
Well, I appreciate y'all being on.
Hell yeah, thank you for having us.
Shout out
man.
Loser for having us on, man.
Hell yeah. Well, shit, man. If you listen this long, I love you. Stay out of trouble. Shout out Gemini Vato, Lil Elephant, Detail Code.
Rest in peace, Jerry Springer.
Yeah, R.I.P. Jerry Springer. We need Jerry's final thought.
Stay out of trouble.